students, we come with the most demanding topics. Most of the students sometimes facing the problem to calculate the formal charge. You are thinking, what is formal charge? Let me tell you what is formal charge. First of all, formal charge is hypothetical or fake charge. It is not the real charge. Then why we are calculating? Because sometimes it is used to identify the stability of a molecule, but not nowadays. Before resonance, we are using the formal charge to calculate or to find out the stability of the molecule. One of the most important thing, my dear student, must listen it very carefully, that formal charge is not the charge of the molecule. It is calculated for each and every atom of a molecule separately. If there are 5 atoms in a molecule, then we will calculate the formal charge of each and every atom, that is 5 atoms separately. It is not the charge of the whole molecule. Okay, so I think you are thinking that it is something different from the normal charge. Yes, you are correct thinking, right? Okay, formal charge can be calculated by the different formulas, but at the end of the video I will show you the trick to identify the formal charge or calculate the formal charge even without memorizing the formula. Formal charge is equal to charge in free state, charge on that atom for which we are going to calculate the formal charge in free state. For example, we can take the oxygen. Okay, oxygen, suppose oxygen have a -2 charge in the free state, and after combining with any other atom, the charge may increase or decrease. That difference will be called the formal charge, the basic definition. Okay, formal charge, another formula, you can say the second formula to calculate the formal charge is valence electron. VE means valence electron minus 1 by 2 into number of bonding electron minus number of non-bonding electron. I think you know the bonding and non-bonding electron. Bonding electrons are those electrons that are used for the bond formation, while non-bonding that are not used for the bond formation, or you know that these non-bonding electrons are known as the lone pair electrons. Okay, or non-bonded electrons. Another formula, or something little easier formula, the third formula, formal charge is equal to valence electron minus number of bond pair minus 2 into number of lone pair. 2 into number of lone pair. Another formula that I suggest you to use while calculating or while solving the MCQs or the board examination question. Okay, formal charge is equal to valence electron minus number of dot minus number of lines. So simple, my dear student. Formal charge is equal to valence electron minus number of dots minus number of lines, where number of dots, or the dots are the number of lone pair electron. Dot is the number of lone pair. Why? Because the lone pair appears like a dot on the molecule. Lines, the number of bond pair, because the bonds appears like a line. Clear to you? Now moving with some examples. Let me adjust. Okay, how can you calculate the formal charge of the ozone molecule? As I told you earlier, that it is not the charge of the ozone molecule. It is calculated separately for each and every atom of the ozone, that is 3 different oxygen atom. First of all, we are going to calculate the formal charge of the oxygen 1 atom, and we will use my best trick, that is valence electron is equal to number of dots minus number of lines. Okay, in this way we can calculate the formal charge. On oxygen 1, how many valence electron oxygen have? 6. Minus number of dots, how many dots on oxygen atom? 2. Minus how many lines their oxygen atom have? 3. So what we can say, 6 minus 5, that is plus 1. Plus 1. Oxygen 2, How many valence electron oxygen 2 have? 6. Minus number of dots. How many dots oxygen have? That is 4 dots. How many lines? 2. So my dear students, charge is 0. Oxygen 3. How many valence electrons? 6. How many dots are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dots. How many lines? 1 line. So it's come out to be -1. Whether you calculated the formal charge correctly or not, how can you identify? If the molecule is neutral, the sum of the formal charge will 100% 0. Sum of the formal charge will always be 0 if the molecule is neutral, and the sum of the formal charge will be equal to that charge if the molecule is charged. Here you can add all these formal charge, that is +1, +0, +-1, you will get a big 0. And it shows that the molecule has no charge, and it's proved. Okay, let's take another example. Carbonate ion. Okay, carbon. Tell me how many valence electron carbon have? 4. How many dots carbon have? No dot, my dear student, no dot. 0. How many lines carbon atom have? 4 lines. So 0. The formal charge of carbon is 0. Now we are going to calculate the formal charge of oxygen 1. Tell me how many valence electron oxygen have? 6. How many dots? 4. How many lines? 2. What is the charge? 0. Okay. And oxygen 2 and oxygen 3 atom, both are identical. Both are identical. So we can calculate the formal charge of one, and you can calculate the formal charge of other. Both have the same value. Let's start. 6 valence electron. How many dots? Tell me. Yes, there are 6 dots. How many lines? There are 1 line. What is the output? -1. And similarly, I'm calculating for you. Suppose it is for oxygen 2 and we are calculating for oxygen 3. The charge is 6 minus 6 minus 1 is equal to -1. Whether I calculated the charge correctly or not, you can identify. Add all the charges. All the charges we have to add. If you add all the charges, it's come out to be -2. That is the charge of the molecule. You can see that is the charge of the molecule. So we calculated the formal charge correctly. At the end of the video, I want to show the confirmation trick to identify whether you calculated the formal charge correctly or not. Sum of the formal charge of all atoms of a molecule must be equal to the net charge on the molecule. If the molecule is neutral, as ozone, the sum of the formal charge will be 0. If the molecule is charged, either positively charged or negatively charged, then the sum of the formal charge will definitely equal to that charge. Hope you enjoy this video and know about the formal charge. If you like these videos, please share, subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for watching this video.